Hello, Riverbend Middle School, and welcome to Lesson 2 of CRM at Riverbend. Today's agenda, we will talk about what is resiliency and the OK zone. Teachers at any time, please pause the video to check in on your students and to ask and or answer any questions that you may have relating to resiliency. First, we're going to start by asking what your definition of resiliency is. Have you ever heard the word resiliency? What does it mean to be resilient? What are some characteristics that a person has who is resilient? And last, what is your definition of community resiliency? Teachers, please pause the video to give your students a chance to think about these questions and hold a brief discussion by inviting your students to share. The definition of resiliency by Miller Cross, who is part of the Trauma Resource Institute, states that resiliency is an individual's and community's ability to identify and use individual and collective strengths in living fully with compassion in the present moment, and to thrive while managing the activities of daily living. Was your definition close? Now we're going to talk about what the resilient zone is. The resilient zone is also known as the OK zone. The overall goal of CRM is to widen your resiliency zone so you're able to better manage the stressors of everyday life. So here on the resilient zone, we have a blue line at the top and a blue line at the bottom. The blue line at the top represents you being high in your zone. The line at the bottom represents being low within your zone. Throughout your day, throughout your life, you have peaks and valleys, ebbs and flows of your emotions and or feelings. And it's your ability to control how high you get bumped or low you get bumped. In the middle of your zone, that would be known as being neutral. Things happen in life, and our thoughts, feelings, and reactions move around in the OK zone, and that's okay. Sometimes we're excited and we're at the top of our zone. Sometimes we're angry. Sometimes we're scared. Sometimes we're tired, sad. Sometimes we're relaxed. And all of these emotions and feelings are okay, and they're fine as long as we're able to manage the ups and the downs within our OK zone. At times in life, during our resilient zone, we have traumatic and stressful events or traumatic and stressful triggers that cause us to bump into our zone. Sometimes when we're bumped into our high zone, we can be edgy, irritable, experience mania, anxiety, have angry outbursts, or experience pain. Sometimes if we are stuck in our low zone, we can feel depression, sadness, isolation, exhaustion, and numbness. The whole idea of CRM is to be able to widen our zones and to have the ability to unstuck ourselves if we are in a high zone or low zone state. Some responses of being stuck in the high zone include angry outbursts, panic, phobias, hyperactivity, irritability, frequent crying, nightmares, regressive behaviors, and pain. Some responses of being in the low zone include daydreaming, shyness, being tired, limited emotional expressions, pale skin, and complaints of being cold. Our narrow resilient zone. If a person has a narrow resilient zone, small stressors, little things can bump a person into the low or high zone, and it's difficult for them to then get back into their okay zone. Again, the goal of CRM is to widen our resilient zone. If you have a wide resilient zone, you have a greater capacity to stay within your resilient zone, even when faced with life stressors. This is when we focus on what is right with you and your strength. Looking forward. Great job today. Tomorrow, we'll talk about the science of the brain. Where are you currently in your resiliency okay zone? Are you high, low, neutral? What are some things that you can do to widen your okay zone? Teachers, at this time, please pause the video and have a discussion with your students by inviting them to answer if they would like to. Thank you. See you tomorrow.